Welcome, LoveLine, with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Would you sleep with sick women?
I may be pregnant, but I'm still a man.
Spank the unruly ones.
It's indecent, it's vulgar, it's blasphemous.
I'm gonna ride you till you can't stand up.
Come on, let's go down.
All right, keep your shirt on.
LoveLine's meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Here's LoveLine with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Yes, indeed. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. He is the one who's board certified, and he's also an addiction medicine specialist.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
All right, good. We're off to a flying start.
Mike.
That's all right. We don't need you, Drew. All right, Drew, let's start with a little email here. Tell me if I read this one last night. I can't remember. I wanted to get to it last night, but I don't think I did. I went on so long about everything at the beginning. Hi, Drew.
Yeah.
I know your mic doesn't work, but you shout or kick me in the shin or something if I read this one last night. Hi, your show.
I did an email last night.
All right, then quiet down. Hi, your show is the greatest. Oh, now I'm getting. Oh, please, Drew, don't smack your mic in front of the kids. All right, but something's screwing with my headphones now too. Hi, your show's the greatest, but Drew gets a little cocky sometimes. I listen to the show every night and love it. It goes on to read that. I guess that was just a passing comment about you getting a little cocky sometimes.
Oh well.
It goes on to read that some guy took a dump in my friend's house when he was remodeling, so he knows what you feel like.
Or maybe there's some guy.
There could be some serial dumper.
Yeah.
You're right. If people are confused, I have a house. My house is a complete and total mess. I'm out of time, I'm out of money, I'm out of patience, and if anybody cares, I got a bunch of tools stolen from me the other week, and the calling card of the culprit was a big, healthy BM in the tub. In the tub. The tub, Drew. By the way, there is a fully functioning commode not more than 8 feet away from where the tub is. There are 2 bathrooms. The one bathroom, and I'll be fair to the guy, one of the bathroom with the tub in it does not have a functioning commode. But there is.
He's mad at you.
And if you're going to search the house and steal the tools, please feel free to stumble across the toilet.
I think it's one of the guys working for you. You treat your guys like lackeys. You yell at them, abuse them.
Yes, but they love me.
Oh,
I'm like Vince Lombardi over there.
To your face. One of them snapped.
Hey, let me tell you a good story that just crossed my mind. A friend of mine over in the old comedy days had a roommate, and apparently there was some sort of plumbing problem at the apartment they were sharing, and he walked in one day to find his roommate squatting over the sink and crapping into the garbage disposal. Now, there's a certain amount of logic to that. But, I mean, what would you do as a roommate, Drew? And I know what you want to say, but honestly.
You'd get in the car and go somewhere if you really had a problem.
You would?
Yeah.
But, I mean, what if it's, I don't know, it's cold outside, it's late, you got your socks off, all of a sudden it hits you like a load of bricks. What are you going to do?
I can't get past the image you've conjured up.
All right. Anyway, this email from Craig goes on to read, Drew, can a girl bleed 30 minutes after, imagine it, 30 minutes after she has had sex for the first time?
Yes.
For
sure.
continuously?
Oh, sure.
What's the record?
I have no idea, but certainly 30 minutes sounds reasonable.
All right. Here's another email from David. I, too, once... he's referring to me dribbling in my pants constantly. I guess I spoke about this about a week ago, that after I urinate, it always dribbles in the underwear. And I think many guys share this problem, but young David has a technique that may rectify this. I, too, experienced the drip after peeing, but I figured out through trial and error, when I pee, I generally hold my penis horizontal to the ground, meaning he pees straight out. I can horizontal. Oh, no. Sorry.
Means. Parallel.
Parallel to the ground?
I guess that's what he means, yeah.
Well, he says horizontal. I can shake it all after urinating. However, it does not get all the urine out of the urethra.
What is he talking about?
Well, here's what he's saying. What he figured out is when he drops it back into his pants, then it
Right.
drops vertically,
Right.
letting the gravity pull whatever's stuck in your urethra into his shorts. What he's learned is once he's done urinating is to just let it dangle there
I see.
for a little while and let it, sort of drain naturally.
I think that is the first human ever to have made that observation.
I've
Okay.
never come up with that.
Yeah. Here's one. I have a question, Adam. I was diagnosed with HPV a few months ago, which is the wart virus. I had to have warts removed from my cervix. It was horrible, which doesn't have to be horrible. I was wondering if there was anything I could do in the future to prevent further outbreaks. Get regular pap smears and have them taken off if they should develop. There's really nothing you can really do to prevent them from coming back. Furthermore, my boyfriend, who I did not contract the disease from, he was a virgin, was wondering if we should use condoms or not. If they'd been having sex before, he probably already has the virus. If they have not, and they're going to, then a condom is in order because it is a virus that can be blocked by the condom.
All right.
Best for you there.
P.S. All right. P.S. My best friend and I talked about it, and if we had to choose between Adam and Drew, we'd choose Drew because he's so good-looking and intelligent. I don't need to be beat on both fronts, by the way. Here's what I would do if you had some couth. I would say we choose Drew because of his intelligence, or we chose Drew because he was attractive. But you don't have to get me from both ends. He's so good-looking, and he's smarter than you. So why even have a discussion, by the way?
But look at the way they couched that to us. If we had to choose, if somebody forced us to on one of these guys on us.
Yeah. Yeah, like Drew's going to get you. All right, one last one here. Some Boobville news. And Boobville is something that I spat out, and I'll tell you, a tear comes to my eye when I think about the dedicated, the millions of dedicated people that have picked up this idea and run with it, which shows me that it is a good idea. That people are longing for a place where they belong, a place called Boobville, a place where everyone knows your name. Or no one cares. I can't remember what our motto was. But anyway.
I think Walt Disney would be proud.
This comes from, he'd be jealous. This comes from Joe. I've come up with the conclusion that Boobville needs a language. We need a language that all citizens of this land can speak, and we can teach our youth in the Boobville school system. However, one can see that because of the land's diversity, we need a new language. I propose the language that all members of Boobville speak is Bubonic. Yes, just as the inner city children in Oakland needed a way to relate to regular speak, we need a language that all citizens can relate to. The language is perfect to that's what it says. The language is perfect to accomplish a task. For example, sentence structure. All sentences would start with the word boobs. This would put everyone in a good mood. Sizes. All sizes would be in bra sizes. For example, here's an example sentence. Boobs. Give me a 36D pizza. So there you go. You start with boobs, and then whatever size, or if you're at the gas station, you could say, give me a... boobs. And I guess you could make compound words like boob me up, or... okay. But anyway, the point is all measurements would be bra sizes, and everything would begin with boobs. This is quite ingenious. Also, descriptions. All descriptions should relate to boobs. For example, boobs. This rainy weather is making me feel saggy. Boy, this Joe is a genius. I really need him on the. I need whatever board I need him on it. Okay. More Boobville news forthcoming. Drew, you ready to get going?
Yeah.
Marie, 30, you're on LoveLine.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
What's going on?
Nada.
What can we do for you?
My problem is that I've never had an orgasm with a guy, like during sex or when they were...
How old are you?
30.
Any time.
I've had an orgasm before, but not with a guy.
How were you able to do that in the past?
Well, through masturbation.
And that's the only way.
Right.
Adam?
Huh? I was reading this letter. What?
Help this young lady.
She can only have an orgasm through masturbation, but
Right.
can't have an orgasm when she's having sex,
Right.
and has had many different partners.
She didn't say that.
I'm going with that. Many different partners in many different positions, and still never struck vaginal gold.
Yeah, and even like if they're fingering me or.
I don't. Wait a minute. I don't. I would like to erase the word fingering or finger banging from this show.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm fine with blowjob. I'm fine with Hummer. I'm fine with rim job. But there's something sort of weird about finger banging.
Well, it's offensive, but B, it also suggests a lack of understanding of what women need. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, a lot of women like that.
No, but not.
No, they do. No, they do. But I don't like that. I'm not a fingering guy. You don't know where my fingers have been. I don't like poking around. It's
Why is it offensive?
It sounds crass and aggressive. It's not offensive to the act necessarily, but when people say it like that, it usually sounds.
What would be the better word for it, though?
Toting.
Touching.
Touching the hand.
Yeah, but touching is a topical thing.
If there's something like that for women, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
How about like a pinky poke?
Ew.
Not quite.
Grasping.
You give some thought to it, all right?
Grasping the pink ring.
I think the bang part of it, yeah, but maybe fingering is okay.
It just sounds aggressive. Huh?
All right, we'll call it crotch gloving. Okay.
No.
I don't know.
It's a bad night.
All right. So
help Marie.
Marie.
Yes.
You've never had an orgasm with a man, but you've tried a lot of things.
If a man were fingering me or otherwise orally pleasuring me, it wouldn't do it either.
Right. So never once have you had one with a guy.
Yes.
Okay. But you certainly can have one when you're masturbating.
Yeah.
All right.
And around guys. I mean, in front of them, I've had them before.
Right. So you have to kind of isolate what it is does it for you when you're masturbating and see if you can't get that involved. I mean, here's what I would suggest. You know what you're doing to yourself, and you do it, and you get yourself started, and then let the guy just sort of jump in and finish off, using his hand.
And put your hand over his and kind of guide him.
Yes.
That doesn't work because I get kind of nervous, and I feel like
Well, that's probably why you're not orgasming then, because
I feel like I'm like putting them out or something.
Oh boy.
Oh, there's the problem.
But you said you could do it in front of a guy.
Yeah.
But you can't instruct somebody.
But you can't instruct someone?
Yeah. I mean, I've tried that before, and it doesn't.
All right, so you're kind of pent up emotionally. Yes.
I don't think so.
All right, what's up with you that you're so pent up?
Well, in terms of like my past and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Dad died when I was 14, sexually abused by my brother. But let me just say, I've been through three years of therapy.
Recently?
3 years of therapy.
Recently?
Well, I mean, yeah, and 2 of the years were like support group type stuff. But, I mean, you get to a point where you're like, I got to a point where I was like, I don't want to sit around in a room with a bunch of women talking about all these bad things that men did to us.
Well,
I just wanted to be a normal person and have an orgasm.
But we all do.
It's not working though, is it? I mean, maybe some individual therapy would be appropriate.
What?
Maybe some more individual work would be appropriate for you, because that is not the kind of thing that tends to resolve just with group work.
No, and this is the blockage. And when we said what was up, this is exactly what we wanted to hear.
What's fascinating about her, when I heard her voice, I thought, God, she sounds 14.
Yeah.
And that's where her rest is. When her dad died, she got abused, boom, everything just fell apart right there.
And it stopped there.
Yeah.
Her
development.
Her vocal development, at least. Yes, and let me say this. You can judge a lot about people by the way they speak.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about their vocabulary as it would pertain to their education or any BS like that.
The quality of the voice. I
am talking about the tone of the voice.
Yep.
Absolutely 100%, good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell. If I never trust a girl that talks like a little girl, or I should say a woman that talks like a little girl.
It's not a matter of trusting them. It's a sign that they have some kind of developmental arrest. That's what it is.
Then I don't trust them.
All right. I think they should watch out for guys with these nasally drones. That's just
all right, please.
Bad sign.
Diana, 20, you're on LoveLine.
Hi, guys. I'm a brand new listener, and I've all about 2 days.
Really?
And you guys have already gained my respect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For real. I'm a avid thinker. And I'd like to have like a long conversation, but I'll keep it short. I have a comment about a girl that called in last night, and she was experiencing pain, after sex.
Burning. Vaginal burning.
She was in
Oh, yes.
abdominal pain.
No.
No.
She was
Vaginal
talking
burning.
about vaginal burning and mostly external vaginal burning.
Oh, okay.
That's why we went the way we went.
Okay,
I knew people
well,
would
see,
think that.
What would
I
they
didn't
think?
understand why you asked if she had been abused.
Who
we
asked?
We did have an abdominal pain question last night too.
Yeah.
I think. You asked it, Adam, and remember if we
Listen, any call that goes over 2.5 minutes, I asked if they were abused.
And what I said, was yes, indeed, pelvic pain can have a lot of psychological overlay, but the kind of pain that would be associated with that is more associated with penetration. You know what? My memory isn't exactly.
No,
accurate
my
on this.
memory's good.
Yeah.
Here's what happened. Drew tried to suss it out for about 3 minutes. He ran into dead ends everywhere he went medically, and then we thought, well, maybe it's a psychological
Right.
problem.
And then she did say she had been told that it was in her head, and she could psych herself out of it. That's what it was.
Once we found out it may be in her head, then I asked if she was abused because I was trying to make an emotional connection. When were you abused, Diana?
Oh, I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I was just gonna say that I thought she was experiencing abdominal pain.
No.
I haven't. I have another comment too.
All right.
Okay, a young kid called in about finding his parents' pornos.
That hasn't been for a while, but go ahead.
I just listened to the show last night.
Okay.
All right.
It said I was just saying, but you told him not to question, just to leave it alone.
We had a call a few nights ago about a kid who found a gay porn or found his dad watching a gay porn.
Yeah.
And we said, don't bother the guy.
That depends on the relationship. Because with me and my parents, I have to understand where they're coming from at all points.
Sexually?
Even that, we have an open relationship. Very open.
But this kid was
I feel it's very healthy.
This kid was 14. You're 20.
It started then.
All right. All right. Well, you guys may be the exception and not the rule. Frankly, if I had a 14-year-old son, what I did in my bedroom with my pants down was nobody's business but my own. That's the way I would look at it.
Okay.
I don't think it was necessarily a healthy thing to confront your parents on their sexuality unless they're, trying to sodomize you.
Right, and there are certain boundaries in the family system, and I think that the fact that wasn't he digging through his stuff or something?
I can't remember, or he just caught his dad tossing off or something. I can't remember what it was, but the point is everybody keep your door closed. And my parents, as crazy as they were, they always knocked. My dad's a smart man. He said, listen, I do not want to disgrace myself, my son, and the Corolla family name by catching him whacking off when I come into the bedroom. I will knock. And he always knocked. Of course, between the time that he knocked and the time they came in was about a minute, second and a half, I should say. And why do people do that, by the way? You notice people will knock and then walk in?
Because then they can say they knocked.
Well, let me tell you, if your pants are around your ankles, you're going to need a couple of minutes to clean up. So I almost got busted one time.
Didn't you have some
Your
weird
folks ever bust you?
Didn't you have some weird story about a vacuum cleaner or something? Was that you?
Oh,
What is that?
No.
No, come on.
No, I never did anything with a vacuum cleaner.
That was you.
Please, the
Must
audacity.
be one of our colleagues. You did, didn't you?
I humped a beanbag sofa once, but never a vacuum cleaner. Alexis, 19.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay, my problem is this guy that I like, and I consider us to be, talking, seeing each other, and I don't know what he wants from this relationship. I asked him a couple weeks ago what the deal was, and he just kind of looked at me and said, what situation? And since then, he's been really hot and cold. Sometimes he's all, really sweet and cuddly, and then the next minute, he was on the phone with his ex-girlfriend, and then after that, he called me, a couple days later to apologize for it. And I really like him, and I don't want to ask him again, where he sees this relationship going, but on the other hand, I'm really confused, and I don't want to...
Wait, now what does he tell you?
I don't know. The guy, how old's the guy?
He's 20.
All right, he's being flaky.
Yeah.
And you don't really have a relationship with him. But you're just having sex, right?
No, we're not.
You're not having sex?
I met him a couple months ago.
Wait, what's in it for him? Okay, you're not having sex.
No, we're not.
Well,
the thing is he'll talk about sex all the time, but then he hasn't even tried to kiss me yet.
Oh, he doesn't want...
so I don't know.
All right, forget it. He's screwy. Move on.
Yeah.
Listen, people show their cards early in a relationship. If the guy's flaky, he's hanging around his old girlfriend, he's talking about sex, he's not trying anything on you, either he looks at you as just a friend or he is into you sexually, but he can't express himself. Either way, he's a screw job. Move on. That's it.
Reasonable.
Move on. I'm done sorting out everybody, by the way. I had this conversation with somebody the other day, and I was thinking about it. All these people where they say, well, no, the guy's not an a-hole. You just got to get to know him. Right. He comes on a little strong. He's a little abrasive at first. Everyone hates him. But eventually, inside, you'd see he's a great guy. And I'm like, hey, tell him to blow me. I don't have time for this. What, I got to dig? It just be nice at the beginning. And then become an a-hole like me. That's what I do. I start off nice, and then I go a-hole. Some guys go AWOL. I go a-hole. I don't have time to scratch beneath the surface of everybody and to get to know the real them. It's like this guy who shot up North Hollywood in a big bank heist. I was reading a thing with his mom in the newspaper the other day. Hey, he was a good boy. Really? What standards are you measuring the good? Where's the good part? Now, the boy, I understand. He was a good boy.
Well, it's like Dog Day Afternoon. Remember that?
Yeah.
He was a wonderful baby.
He was a real good boy. What do bad boys do? I guess you got to take out a couple dozen cops or something. Oh, that scared me. And Jesus, Mike, that scared the crap out of me. Don't do that again. Jesus, skip the beat here. I drink a lot of coffee here, Mike. I don't need that crap from you. Can we fire him? No. Okay. The point is let's own up to our responsibilities, people. This woman, you know where she should be? She should be on spackling detail. She should be out at North Hollywood with a big bucket of spackle, just patching all the hundreds and replacing every piece of glass. I mean, Drew, would you feel responsible if your 26-year-old kid just went on a shooting rampage? Wait, here's what I would walk. I would walk out and say, "Sorry,
Shoot me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone."
Oh no, you'd say, I wish I'd been out there for him to go after me. I should have been me.
First thing I would have said is he's not my kid. Secondly, I would have said if he is my kid, it was his dad's genes that screwed him up. And thirdly, I would have said I am absolutely sorry to anybody he injured, shot, or killed. I apologize, and I will be at your service from here on in. What can I do to repair the damage that my offspring has done to society? Instead of he was a good boy, and it's tragic. He got caught up with the wrong guy. He got caught up. It wasn't even the wrong group. It was just a guy. And I guess if you're a big enough guy, it constitutes a group. But it wasn't a bad group he got caught up with. It was just one guy. So he was a good boy, got caught up with the wrong guy, and then got himself a banana clip, 100 rounds, and destroyed half the neighborhood. And when we come back, somebody owns a tool shop and wants to talk to me, and I'm ecstatic. I don't know if this is payola or what it is, but I want to investigate.
Here's LoveLine before deworming. Here's LoveLine after getting fixed. Here's LoveLine chewing out its stitches. Here's LoveLine dragging its butt across the carpet. Bad LoveLine. Bad LoveLine.
LoveLine has been bad, and we'll be right back.
Hello, this is Rod Stewart, and you're listening to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Just keep listening. You're going to hear everything you want to hear and all the answers too.
Rod. Good guy. Never did make it up to his house.
Why is that?
I called. Rod Stewart was on the show a few months back. A fun guy. Nice guy. And I said I wanted to come up.
You've been stalking ever since.
Well, I mean, he had a good sense of humor. Oh, fun guy. Okay.
Fun guy.
Ann is in there. Ann, stop listening to the show, would you please? It's a distraction. I can't get used to it. Please, go toss in a few catalogs there, Drew, and keep the girls busy.
Stop that.
All right. All right. Anyway, Rod came in here. He was a jovial guy. And I wanted to come up to his house because who's his wife? Who's that model? That's Rachel Hunter. Yes, and Rachel Hunter, who lives at his house because he's married to her, and you can do that these days, also has her sister living at the house with them. And if you've ever seen Rachel Hunter, you don't need to see her sister. That's good enough. That's right. The acorn don't fall too far from the bra. And I wanted to go over there, and I was going to do some handyman work over there. And I was prepared to do it. I had my tool bags packed before they were stolen, and I was ready to go. But Rod's publicist called, and I called back. There's some kind of nonsense, and he had to be somewhere, and it sounded like the big kiss-off. And let me tell you something. I'm a big star in my own right, Drew.
Huh.
I don't need to be going over to guys' houses.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jim, 15.
Hey, what's up, Adam?
Hey, Jim.
I listen to you guys every night. I hear you've been whining about your tools being stolen.
Yes.
And I told my mom. My mom's a general manager of KB Tool and Supply.
Really?
In San Jose.
She's not a lesbian, is she?
No.
No, okay.
And she she wants to offer you a free tool set.
Now, what kind of tool set? Like one of those kiddie ones they give away when you fill up at the Exxon station? Or are we talking about a real
We're
tool
talking about
set?
a real tool set. You know, like you ever heard of Super Chrome?
Yeah. She's talking about sockets and stuff.
Well, yeah, like a wrench set or something. Just, you know.
You know, that was like the only thing that didn't get stolen.
Oh, it was the only thing that didn't get stolen?
Well, they left a few things, but they didn't touch the sockets or the hand tools. It was more the woodworking tools, the biscuit joiner, door planer, and a radial arm saw, stuff like the big ticket items.
Yeah, that hurts.
Oh, yeah. Engineer Mike says he needs a tool set. Well, take the tool set.
Yeah?
Yeah, how far away are you? San Jose?
Yeah.
All you got to just go up there, Adam.
All right.
Actually, I live in Sunnyvale, but that's where she works, in San Jose.
Well, I'd love to take you up on the offer. I don't know if this is payola or what this is. Drew, is this illegal?
It's legit.
I think it's illegal, isn't it?
It's illegal?
Oh, it is illegal?
Yeah.
Really?
You're not allowed to take stuff off the radio, basically.
You can't?
I think not.
But this is good entertainment.
Well,
all right. Jim.
Yeah.
I think I might get fired if I took the tools.
Okay, well, what about off the air?
Then I think, because you said that, now I would still get fired.
Well, we emailed you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you just didn't get it.
Okay. Listen, Jim.
Yeah.
We'll put you on hold.
All right.
And I'll tell you what.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I will buy some tools from your mother.
All right.
At a substantial discount.
Yeah?
Yeah, like costs minus 20%.
Yeah, you have to talk to her about that.
All right, I'll talk to your mom. She liked the show?
She's listened to it the last couple nights because I told her about it.
Oh, okay.
So far, she likes it.
Where is she? She's not.
She's in the other room.
Oh, we'll put her on the phone. Let me talk to her for a
All
second. All right. All right, am I going to get fired here, Ann?
Hello.
I can certainly get a discount. Hello.
Hello.
What is your name?
Melanie.
Melanie.
Yes.
You have a tool store you operate there, huh?
Correct.
Uh-huh. And you guys have all kinds of tools there?
Everything from electronics through industrial.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. How old are you, Melanie?
35.
All right. And let me ask you a question. What do you guys charge for one of those Porter cable door planers?
For what?
The Porter cable door planer?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to look in the price book to price it out for
Right.
that.
You guys have biscuit joiners?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, who do you got? Do you have the Makita? Delta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What kind did you have?
I like the Makita.
Okay.
You got that?
Yeah.
All right. And we can talk.
Okay.
All right. Melanie.
Yes.
What got you into tools?
Pardon me?
What got you into tools?
Well, it was actually, I didn't mean to. It was kind of a stopgap thing.
Mm-hmm.
And who would know that I had a aptitude for tooling?
Really?
And now I am the tool lady.
All right, but you're all woman.
This could be a match made in heaven for you, Adam.
Yeah.
You're all woman. You have you'll wear the flannel shirt to the job, but when you get home, you're all.
I wear dresses.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
But are you real butch?
No, actually, I'm very petite.
Really?
Really?
Short crop hair?
No, long blonde hair.
Really?
Oh, be careful. Melanie, be careful.
Do you dip at all? Do you chew?
Pardon me?
You don't chew?
No.
No. Okay. You swallow? Oh, okay. All right. I had to ask. All right, Melanie. We're going to put you on hold.
Okay.
We'll talk to you off the air, and we'll see what we can arrange. Perhaps I could send you guys out a check, and you could give me a little bundle of love or something.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate it. And fight on, mighty tool seller.
All right.
All right. Give your son a kiss. He's a good boy. All right. I think I lost her with the swallow line there. Richard, 20, you're on LoveLine.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah, I got a question for Dr. Drew.
Yes, sir.
The other day, Saturday night, I started drinking, and I was pretty tossed, and I decided to do some cocaine.
Uh-huh.
That was the first time I tried it. And I just needed to know, what does it do to you, like, physically?
You're afraid you might have hurt yourself.
Yeah.
What other drugs have you tried in the past?
Well, basically, just that, but to tell you, I was clean for 2 years, and I was
Clean from what?
doing pot and crank.
All right. Well, let me assure you, those drugs are much more dangerous. Okay?
What drugs?
Crank and pot. Do you understand that?
Then coke?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
The brain, in terms of brain stuff.
I got to get some of that blow.
Do you-
Really?
Do you understand that, Richard?
Wait a minute.
Oh, absolutely.
How much?
Cocaine is more addictive.
Right.
But cocaine leaves your brain basically as it found it.
Is cocaine basically, if you do it and your heart explodes, that's bad. But anything short of that,
You're okay.
You're all right.
That's right. You can have a heart attack. You can have strokes. You can get kidney failure. But if you survive your use, which most people do, you're fine. It's associated with panic attacks and mood instability. Some people even get like a manic depression syndrome years later. But that's in people who are using large amounts of cocaine over a long period of time.
God knows what kind of shape they'd be in anyway.
Yeah, it's a highly addictive drug, but if you survive the use, it doesn't hurt you.
All right. So you're probably better off now that you've done the coke, right, Drew?
No.
No. All right, Richard.
But you're getting off into your addictive process again. If you're doing speed and pot, which is sort of a typical syndrome these days of addiction, it's just a matter. If you're not involved in the recovery process, it's just a matter of time before you get back involved with other drugs.
Garrett.
And cocaine, for addicts particularly, cocaine is profoundly addictive and could take off.
Garrett, 15, you're on LoveLine.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Hey, you know Lisa, the girl that interviewed you, She's pretty. She sounded pretty hot.
Lisa?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is hot.
She was digging me, I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, there's probably a good chance. Yeah, she needs a nice 15-year-old guy. She was just telling me, I want a guy with a learner's permit.
I'm 16, actually.
Oh, 16. Yeah. Oh, better yet. That much closer to license.
Okay.
You got your own ride, Garrett?
Yep.
BS.
No, it's a Beamer.
It's a Beamer.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Beamer moped.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't got any Beamer. All right, now listen. Let me tell you something about the LoveLine lovelies. They're all hotties. Some of them are spoken for. I don't know if all of them are, but they're way out of any of your guys' leagues.
All right.
I could have them. But
Of course.
Yeah, sure.
Ann would get a divorce like that if I said the word. She told me when she had a few beers in Minneapolis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she threw up on you?
Listen.
I didn't go to Minneapolis with you, by the way.
Oh, I meant
Washington.
I meant Washington. She didn't come out and tell me, but I could tell by the way she was eating her peanuts on the plane and not paying attention to me.
You had to fly with
she
him too?
wanted
I was
sex.
going to say.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God. Garrett, what's going on?
Ann, how funny would that be, us having sex? I mean, would it be a little surreal? It'd be kind of weird.
It'd
be a little weird.
Yeah.
But you'd get
I'd
into
have to
it.
be pretty wasted.
Yeah, but a couple of glasses of Chardonnay, and I could change your mind.
A bottle.
Yeah, and then I have to hit you over the head with it. All right, Garrett, what do you want?
Okay, my question is, I've been masturbating for like a year now,
Mhm.
and it seems like it's been all going good. It comes out like, normal, whatever I think, but all of a sudden it just stopped. Like nothing comes out now.
You mean you don't orgasm?
Well, I orgasm, but nothing comes out.
Almost nothing or nothing?
Like most of the time, nothing.
How often are you doing this?
Like maybe at the most once a day.
And he's missing the cap from his toothpaste.
Exactly.
Oh, Drew, you have no sense of humor whatsoever. Just gave me a look like, what the hell are you talking about? All right, so what is this, Drew?
Just recently happened.
I'll tell you the toothpaste off the air, so don't process that now.
Yeah, I'm
Just
still working on it.
answer the question.
Are you on any medications?
No.
Does semen ever come out after that? I mean, when you urinate or anything? Is it?
No. It doesn't. Not at this point.
Why don't you wait a few days and see if things just don't happen to come back?
All right.
Could there be some inflammation or something,
no, it could
Drew?
be just run out of steam, so to speak. But I'll tell you what, there's something called retrograde ejaculation, where the semen actually goes back up into the bladder.
Right.
That's not all that uncommon.
And it makes you gay.
No.
It doesn't?
No.
No. Okay.
But I bet Garrett is producing something. It's just not enough to really come out.
How do you know when you're having a retrograde ejaculation?
I don't think you'd see it in the urine when you try to evacuate the bladder.
What would it be? Cloudy?
Cloudy, yeah. Even then, I bet it'd be hard to tell.
Really?
Yeah.
So if something's not coming out, you may be having retrograde ejaculation.
Yeah.
Never had that problem.
No.
Something always comes out. 5 times one day, something will come out. I'm telling you. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk to Katie, 17, who doesn't think dating a 23-year-old is wrong, and we will convince her it is.
Ernie, the world's fastest drummer for LoveLine.
Too high. When I'm not drumming, up a storm. What was the rest of it?
LoveLine will be right back. If it's not, sue me or something.
All right, phone number for LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191, fax number 310-854-4455. All right, when we left off, we were, you're gonna get wind of that curry, by the way.
No,
thank
thank
curry.
you.
Yes,
Oh,
it's too late.
No.
All right, Kate is 17, and she's on line 6. Kate.
Hi, Adam. Hi, Drew.
Hey,
Oh, God.
did you get the curry?
Yes.
I had
Oh.
curried spinach.
I didn't get the curry.
Yeah, believe me, if we cracked the window, you would get some of that curry. All right, what's your question?
Okay, it's not a question. It's actually a comment.
All right.
All my friends, I'm 17, and all my friends are like 23, 24.
Mm-hmm.
And you seem to knock girls a lot for dating 23 and 24-year-olds, but I don't think you necessarily know their lives.
They're what?
Their lives. Like,
No, I know their lives.
oh, you know everything.
Sugar and Spice. Reading the Tiger Beat magazine. Posters of Ralph Macchio up in the room. I know the 17-year-old lifestyle
in
of
the
a
80s,
female.
didn't you?
I think maybe I did.
Well, most of my friends did too, and so that's how I know.
All right, listen, 17 and 23 is right on the cusp for us.
No, I can understand.
I do not damn that relationship. 16 and 23, I might. 17 and 25, 26, I would definitely. But 17 and 23 are as far as I go in each direction.
Okay, well, my best friend is 23, and he's also my ex-boyfriend. We hang out every single day.
All right. Well, he's kind of an idiot. Listen,
And if you understand,
quite
that's
honestly,
Kate,
he
that
is
our
an idiot.
That is our issue, Kate. Is that any 23-year-old who is at peer appropriate age of development and behavior will not be hanging around with young adolescents.
Okay.
Just
so
will not be. There's something wrong with them if they do.
How about
Let's do a little background on this guy. What's he do for a living?
he? Should I quote him? He thinks he's a rock star, but basically he cuts fabric for Prolizumi.
He cuts fabric for what?
Prolizumi, they're sporting goods clothing.
Oh, okay.
Like
All right. So he works at a sweatshop. And he has a heart that aches to rock and roll. So he's no genius, this guy. And all bets are off for rock and rollers anyway because...
No, he's awesome, really.
Well, let me tell you something. I mean, we had, speaking of Rod Stewart, who we were talking about earlier, Rod Stewart, how old is Rod Stewart? Is he, is he like...
Too old.
He's like 50. Isn't he?
Yeah.
He may be 52?
Yeah.
Hold on, don't scream. What is he, 50? 50. Okay. Is Rachel Hunter's 25, 26? 28? Ann says. Okay, but the point is 22, maybe 23 years separate the two. So when she was 17, he was 40, I guess.
But yeah, but that's.
But he's a rock star. That's what you do.
Adults are all basically the same age. Once you reach adulthood.
Good point, Drew.
Once you reach 25.
Yeah, once you reach 25, once
All
you reach
bets are off.
23, really, you're an adult, and you should be fraternizing with adults, not with people who are still developing.
Thank you very much. Art, 27, you're on LoveLine.
How's it going, Adam, Dr. Drew?
Good.
Well, basically, I was raised to be a gentleman, treat women with respect. I was with a woman for about 7 years, and we were about ready to get married. And 3 weeks before, I caught her in bed with another man who was about 40 years old. That's been about 2 years ago. About 6 months afterwards, said to hell with it, got on with my life, started dating again.
Let me ask you a question, Art.
Yeah.
I'm always curious when people say caught them in bed.
Well-
It becomes a term that gets bandied about, but did you actually walk in while they were in bed?
Well, I came home early on a Sunday morning. I went away, and when I got there, I came up the stairs to the bedroom, and she came out the door and shut the door real quick. I knew something was up. She was telling me not to go in there and everything, and
Did you go in?
oh, of course.
That's what I love about
door
guys.
stopped halfway, and here's a guy standing in his underwear.
Well, maybe he was just like the Orkin guy or something. You know, hey, let me tell you, I've worked at people's houses many times in my underwear. I've done yes. When I was a contractor, I used to come to people's houses. I'd do some work, and I at times had gotten down into my underwear. So you cannot be
Why?
sure.
But
Well, you know, it's warm.
Anyways, being the way I was brought up, my daddy didn't raise no fool, so I walked away from it and asked her if that's what she'd wanted, and she said yeah. So that was the end of that. But anyways, like I said, about 6 months afterwards, I started dating, and it'd be like 2, maybe 3 dates, and that would be it. And I guess around about last October, I started seeing different women and everything, and started taking, I guess, some bad advice from friends, and the gentleman and me got put outside, and now I just take whatever they want to give me. You know, if they want sex, hey, I'm taking it, and
Very big.
that's it.
Yeah.
And I don't treat them bad, but I don't let them in, and I'm like,
All right. You've been traumatized, and you shut down emotionally.
It's understandable.
Perfectly understandable. All right. So how can we get you to reopen emotionally?
see, that's the thing I don't know, because a lot of my female friends, they all tell me how I'm this wonderful guy, I'm such a gentleman, but yet I don't know. I feel like I don't know, like I'm just saying the hell with it. I'm gonna take whatever, and just move on. And
if do you want to change?
Oh, I do. I mean,
All right, then try developing relationships with people first, finding a quality group of friends to sort of network with, and see, slowly allow your feelings to
Listen,
evolve.
you know what's going on. You're calling us, telling us what's going on. So you've intellectualized it. Now you just have to live it. Get back into it. There's no magic answer. Find a nice girl, start a nice trusting relationship, don't screw up, and hope you pick the right one this time. Beth, 25, you're on LoveLine.
Hi, guys. How's it going?
Good.
Drew, I just have a comment for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're always knocking people about having threesomes and everything.
No, wait a minute. No, I'm not.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
no, I'm not.
he is.
Go ahead. Let her continue.
He totally is.
People
Yes,
who are in committed monogamous relationships who think those relationships are going to survive a threesome.
Okay.
That's all I'm knocking.
Drew does not like the principle of the threesome. He figures there is a victim somewhere.
Okay.
But to be fair to Drew, yes, it is people who say they're engaged and they're thinking about a threesome that he warns not to have a threesome.
Okay.
That's all. That's it. That's all I'm saying, Beth.
Okay, that's all fine and dandy. Okay. But I've been married for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
People look at us. We have a Leave It to Beaver lifestyle and all that. I'm bisexual.
Uh-huh.
My husband and I had a relationship with a woman a few years ago. Nobody was hurt. We're still friends. My thing
Right.
is,
But what about the beaver?
Adam, come on.
All right.
All right.
All right, Beth, let's get into you for a little bit here.
What?
You've been married?
7 years. Been with the same guy for 10 years.
10 years. So you met when you were 15.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have kids?
We have 2.
2 kids. Beautiful, bouncing kids.
Beautiful.
They're 17 and 23, right?
No, they're not.
How old are they?
They're 4.5 and 3.5.
Oh, really?
We
Okay.
did everything the right way.
Very good. And everyone works, has a job?
My husband has a very, very good job.
And how's the relationship with the family?
Oh, beautiful.
Yes?
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Get along fine with mom and pop?
Oh, yeah. Everything's fine. No abuse in either family or anything.
All right.
No drugs, nothing.
Where do you find these women?
Around. I mean, actually, they're friends that we've known.
Really?
Uh-huh.
And does your husband have sex with them?
Well, we've had a relationship with one woman, yes, and he did.
Does that turn you on to watch him?
Yeah. I mean, I was there. I was enjoying it. Yeah.
You were?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't do anything to you to watch him thrust his swollen member in and out of a friend of yours?
No, it really doesn't.
Even when there's passion, kissing,
But
embracing, exchange of fluid, sweat, and...
it's just pure sex. That's it.
And he does her in a multitude of positions.
A few, yeah.
Yeah. And what if he told you, what if, like, in the middle he said, hey, Beth, do me a favor, give me a beer and a towel, would you?
Sure.
You'd go off and do that?
It's just like if I said, well, we don't even drink, so no beer. But it would be like if I said, get me an iced tea, he would.
He'd go get you one?
Yeah.
When you're with a woman?
Oh, yeah.
But what about bringing a guy?
Oh, nah, I'm just not into that.
You're not into it? You think it'd be okay with him?
With him?
Yeah.
We tried it one time, and I just got grossed out.
Okay.
I just,
Okay.
Oh, no.
So you had no feelings came to the surface when this man was embracing your friend sexually?
When my husband was with my friend?
Yeah.
Just good ones.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, you're either completely sane or totally insane.
Okay, this is...
It's one or the other.
All it is it's not illegal. If you enjoy it, you're not hurting anybody because we're all still friends and she has a nice, normal life.
Mm-hmm.
Why not go and enjoy it and do it?
All right.
Okay.
Well, you've been able to make it work.
Yes.
Many others can't.
Well, it's just, if it feels good, you're going to do it. It's like when you tell, your children start, touching themselves.
Right.
It's like...
Well, what about when your kids want to do drugs or something?
Or they don't want to wear clothes.
If they don't want to wear clothes.
They like want to defecate in my tub. I mean, hey, it feels good.
Wait, no. My husband and I, we believe...
Where do you stand on tub defecation?
That's just wrong.
Okay.
You don't do that.
All right. I just want to make sure you had some sort of moral compass working.
My husband and I we're cool people.
Okay. All right. Now you seem like you've talked yourselves into it.
Well...
All right. It's working out. God bless you. Hey, and listen, if you can do it, you can do it, and some people can do it. I give the marriage 3 months, but some people can do it. I don't necessarily trust those people. I don't necessarily, it's like, hey, some people can eat a hoagie while they're watching someone getting a lethal injection. My hat's off to them. I couldn't do it, and I wouldn't want to go camping with them. Well, I wouldn't mind going camping with this couple. But if you can do it, you can do it. We're just playing the odds. Are we not, Drew? Yep. We cannot speak for every individual case. We can only say that you have a much greater chance of destroying the relationship than you do of enhancing the relationship, at least in more than a temporary way, if you have a committed relationship and you bring a third person or whatever it is, animal, whatever it is, into the party. Insurance salesman, whoever it is, bring a third in, there's trouble. But Beth's been able to make it work, and God bless her.
LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine will be right back after we kill the singer.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
This is LoveLine, and we'll be back in a scant 10 seconds.
This is LoveLine on
Radio
Station.
Schmaggy. I'm Adam Carolla. I'm the Adam Carolla man, and that is Dr. Drew. He is the board-certified one. The phone number here on LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191. The fax number, 310-854-4455.
What a funny penis you've got.
It's very peculiar. Yes. That was the great Rod Stewart. All right.
Let's go.
Let me hear Drew saying "faggot better run," Engineer Mike, sometime in the next few minutes, please. I missed that one. Oh, we are?
Hello?
Hold on a second, Jennifer. What do we get an email on, Engineer Mike?
Well, people are asking for that particular drop.
The faggot better run.
More than others.
I really think it's some of Drew's best work. All right, so if you have that, give it to us. All right, Mike, hard at work there. Jennifer, 14.
Hey, I'd just like to say I love your show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, right, lately I've been feeling like I'm really fat, even though I know I'm not, like, statistically, but, I was wondering if maybe this had anything to do with two of my friends being anorexic and one being bulimic.
How tall are you?
5'1",
And how much do you weigh?
92.
Uh-huh. So that's certainly slight.
Yeah, thin. Anorexia bulimia is not contagious in the sense that you could somehow get it because they have it, although they can certainly teach you how to have that disorder if you're set up for it.
Well, let me ask you this, Drew, because I always get it confused. Anorexia is when you don't eat.
Right.
Bulimia is when you eat and vomit.
Right.
But you both become anorexic in appearance eventually, don't you, or not necessarily?
Yeah. No, they look very similar.
Well,
Okay.
one of my friends was both bulimic and anorexic.
Yeah, it's almost called bulimia, anorexia, bulimia.
Better to be anorexic than bulimic, isn't it?
They're both very dangerous.
But
they really are.
But anorexic is still better.
I don't know that one carries a worse prognosis than the
Well,
other.
it doesn't the whole vomiting process do a lot of damage?
Yeah.
So you've eliminated the vomiting process.
Yeah.
Now you're just
but at least
malnourished.
Right, but they're usually more severely malnourished.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I'm a gymnast, too.
All right, you're fine. What are you
And
doing?
I imagine eating disorders are very common in that population. And
the gymnastics?
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, it really has a lot to do with your sense of control over who you are and what you can do and how you feel about yourself. Okay, I'm summarizing.
I like a petite woman.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to hearken this. I was thinking about my haunchy mom and my haunchy grandma. And a lot of guys like what their mom is. Here's how guys work. They either want their mom or they want the antithesis of their mom. Mine would be a gymnast.
The antithesis.
Yes. I'll go the antithesis route. I like a petite woman. Although I never seem to get hooked up with petite women. I like a petite woman.
Because you like you have the
It
fetish.
makes my penis look bigger.
No.
What?
But most women don't have
the large breasts. Right. Thank you, Adam West. So there's always the trade-off.
Well, is that an average, like, weight for that height, or?
We don't have I don't have a
We'd have to
graph
thump
in front
you.
of us, but
You're 14.
It sounds about right. And it's normal to think about these things and to wonder about your body image and to have changes in how you perceive yourself. But if you're really getting to the point where you're doing things, look into it.
It's a little light.
I suspect you're probably getting a little depressed about something, and this may be more of a distraction from that. And a gymnast, I mean, everybody's got to be terribly involved in your life and telling you what to do, and it's just got to be invaded in every aspect.
Let's talk about this gymnastics for a minute, Jennifer. What are you going to do with this? Are you trying out for the Olympics or anything?
Well,
not
quite.
I mean, are you real serious about it?
Yeah, no.
I mean, it seems to me, unless you are vying for the Olympic team, and even then, even if you make the Olympic team, and even then, you have to either bring home the gold or the silver, or the team has to bring home the collective gold, or you're screwed. And, I mean, you got 15, 20 years of just pain and Hungarian guys yelling at you.
Well, it pretty much the same way with every sport.
No, I don't think so. Meaning, a guy could, let's say he takes baseball as his sport. He becomes committed to baseball. He plays a couple of years at junior college, and then he plays for some AAA team, and he makes a pittance, and he travels around. He has somewhat of a career. But it's not total feast or famine. And plus, there's thousands of guys playing Major League Baseball, and only, name 10 gymnasts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, over the last 10 years.
Yeah, but see, they're going to retire, and they're just going to be the same way as, like, the gymnasts were, at different points in their lives.
Except for they didn't get it beaten into them when they were 9. They just did it over the years. You know what I'm saying? The whole gymnast thing's a little scary. Any of the kid sport things are a little scary to me because they have that domineering parent. And listen, don't get me wrong. I played that damn Pop Warner football my entire life. Since I was 7, it was a good thing. A little discipline, a little structure, a little teamwork, fine. Instills some values. But it's when you're going to like a special school or you're putting in 8 hours a day practice at age 10 instead of going out and throwing a dirt clod where I think it gets a little dangerous. But anyway, Jennifer, if you're not that into it, why don't you just quit and put on some weight?
But Adam, it also gives you flexibility. That's better for later on, right?
Well, let me tell you, I just need a woman to be there. I don't need her to be flexible. I don't even really need her to want to be there. Just be there.
Okay. Oh, I also had another question.
Yeah.
I heard that like Bush is going to be on your show. I don't know about the TV show or the radio show. I was wondering.
And?
No.
They've been on it before.
I've not heard anything about that.
Times. Bush coming up here? Bush. Are they coming up?
No.
Not in the near future.
They've been on the show 3 times.
Yeah.
They have?
Yeah.
But now they're extra special.
Yeah. Back before they were Bush.
Yeah.
They're called the Four Laddies.
The Shrubs.
The Shrubs. All right. Where's the?
No, somebody else said that. That was not mine.
All right. They were. All right. That was not Drew's joke because it sounded a little professional. All right, Jennifer. No Bush, and you eat something, would you?
Okay.
And knock off this gymnastics.
Okay.
Look, a half-hour day, plenty. Okay. All right. Hey, Engineer Mike, you have something?
Faggot better run.
All right, one more time. One more.
Faggot better
run.
All right, not Alvin and the Chipmunks with the faggot. All right, give us one more.
Faggot better run.
That is Drew's best drop. I really think it's your best work. Long after you're gone, Drew.
You're fat. You're overweight.
That's a solid one, too. I guess I'm in love with all of them. It'd be like asking you, Drew, which one of the triplets do you love the most? You couldn't say, could you?
No.
Why? You love them all.
Right.
It's equal. There's
They're all different.
No end to the love.
Right.
They're all different and special all at the same time.
Right.
That's
still
the way.
A virgin. I've had anal sex, but I am still a virgin. I've not had sex yet.
Okay. Drew, that's enough. Let's continue the show. The point is this. I love all the Drew drops. They're all different. They're all amazing. They all are a great showcase for Drew's talent, and I love them equally. Thank you, Engineer Mike. Dewdrops. Everyone's got a sense of humor tonight but me. Sarah, 16, you're on LoveLine.
I had sex with this guy on Friday, and it didn't hurt at all, but the next morning, when I woke up, it was like my lower abdominal muscles were really, really sore, and then I had like bruises on the inside of my thighs. Why?
On the inside of your thighs? Oh,
Yeah.
there's... Oh.
You can barely see them. I mean, they're like not
Yeah.
visible, but
Well,
they're
look.
like big on the inside, and it hurts to cross my legs.
All right, well, you're sore.
Yeah, but it
Bruises on the inside that aren't visible, that means you're sore, doesn't it, Drew?
It didn't hurt the first time, though. That was my second time. And my friend said something has to do with him, like how bony he is or something.
Your friend's a real genius. Sarah, what do you want from us? You're getting it on with Ichabod Crane, and he's giving you a little bruise. I mean... What'd you say, Ann?
Ann on the air. Here, come on.
Ann is extra punchy tonight. What'd you get? You got some sex last night, Ann?
No, I had a triple shot of latte.
Ann is all over this show. She must be bucking for a raise or something. I've never seen her so inspired in my life.
I've seen her watch it. Like she's watching the room here while we're broadcasting.
Yeah, that's
amazing.
It's bizarre
You guys
because
are just extra exciting tonight.
No.
No. We'll assure you that's not the case.
Yeah, I was kidding.
All right, Sarah.
Uh-huh.
You're fine. You had a sort of a rough sexual tumble, and that's what happens when you have sex. As Drew knows, my theory is that there's a little syringe of Novocaine lodged in everyone's brain, mostly men, but women have this too. Forget that. Women have it just as much as men. And when you have sex, all pain bets are off. You have a much higher threshold for pain. A lot of it is just adrenaline. I'm sure you could figure this out. I mean, when I used to play football, you'd bang yourself up real good, and you'd play the whole game, and you wouldn't know it until the next morning because you had the sort of, the cheer of the crowd. Although, actually, that's what I need sexually. I need some cheering. But you do not feel it because you're so involved in the moment. And sexually, and this is where the rug burn thing comes in. This is why you can talk to people that have 6 or 7 layers of skin missing from their knee, bone sticking out of their knee, the cap is exposed, and you say to them, Jesus, what happened? You fall off a moped drunk? And they go, hey, what is that? Oh, I was getting it on last night. Now, if you would rub the skin off anyone's knee under any normal circumstances, they would scream in anguish and pain. Would they not, Drew?
Yep.
But during sex?
No.
Don't feel it. So, be careful out there, kiddies. I will strap a cot mattress around myself just so I don't inflict pain on my partner. Just a little duct tape and some foam rubber. Oh, yes. Justin, 26.
Yeah, hi. How you guys doing?
Good.
All right. I have a question for Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's about happies.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what the question is I have it. It's right by my nose. It's not on my lip, but it's sort of to the side of my nose.
Oh, I hate that.
You have one of those, don't you? You have in the chin.
I'm sorry?
Adam's got a big one on his chin that occurs periodically.
Really?
Yes.
Don't lie to me
It's
now.
not Amazon. Mine's a rash.
Oh, yeah, right.
Heat rash.
Yeah, uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
That just happens to be caused by herpes.
The doctor said it was the production of too much testosterone that caused the
Yes.
heat rash
Oh,
on my chin. If you
right.
could tone down my masculinity just a bit, I would be fine. All right, but you got the one that's wedged in the nose.
Well, no, actually, it's right beside the nose.
Yeah.
But the question I had is, how would I go about getting something like that if it wasn't sexually?
I mean, it's in the environment. I mean, herpes are very common, and people get cold sores. That's what those are, cold sores. I mean, you happen to come around somebody, one of your aunts or something kissed you, and she had a little thing on her lip, and there you go, you got it.
Right, or on her tongue.
So would this would be something like a cold sore then?
Yeah,
Call it a cold sore, please.
That's
Justin.
what herpes are.
But don't use rash. I don't want everyone else using the rash. It takes away from me using the rash.
And they can be treated just like any other herpetic outbreak with Zovirax or Famvir or Valtrex, these antiviral medications, and it can be suppressed easily.
I got to get some of that stuff.
Yeah, when yours crops up, sure.
Well, give me some so I can take it when it does. All right?
Yep.
Because I had something on my chin the other day. See it right there?
Mm-mm.
Huh?
Mm-mm.
You don't?
No.
That's good radio. You see it? Right there.
Yeah, a little
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that?
Herpes.
But what's up with that, Drew?
What's up with what? Why does it keep coming back?
Yeah, what is that?
That's what herpes is.
I'm not doing anything. I shouldn't get that.
Are you in the sun? Working on your house?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Or maybe it's all the stress I'm under.
Yeah.
I'm under a lot of stress.
From what?
I missed a nap the other week.
That's got to be right.
I think that did
That's
it.
got to be tough.
James, 17, you're on LoveLine.
Yeah, my girlfriend and I, we've had sex a lot, but...
All right.
But this last time, we tried it a different way. I don't know if I can say it on the radio, but, we did it doggy style, right? And I don't know what, maybe it was just the way, we did it or something, but she just, started to take a piss while we were having sex.
She didn't lift her leg, did she?
No.
Come
All right. Well, I'm sticking with the doggy theme.
I know.
Perhaps she smelt another dog's urine on the bed and wanted to mark it. You stimulated something. Drew? Boy, the psychological ramifications of this. James, you'll never be right.
And there's something called female orgasmic incontinence, too, that sometimes women will urinate when they have orgasm.
James?
Yeah.
Okay, emotionally?
Yeah, man, I'm fine. I mean...
Is she okay?
Yeah.
Okay. It's
All
just
right.
one of those things.
Yeah, you stimulated something. Is that, or was she having an orgasm?
Well, yeah. Well, she had an orgasm like I don't know.
Or
I
like,
guess at the same time.
10 seconds before Melrose Place started? Does that mean they're faking?
Yeah.
All right, James, smoke a lot of pot, do you?
No.
No. Really? But you smoke a moderate amount of marijuana.
I smoke a little.
Right.
Smoke tonight, I think we were picking up
Smoked
on.
a little tonight, huh? That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's what
hey,
you're picking up
hold
on.
on, James. We're cool, you know? You can talk to us.
Well, anyway,
we're not the narcs, you know?
yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're cool.
Just don't tell about my,
Yeah.
Colombian smuggling operation.
All right, James.
Yeah.
All right, you stare at that Smashing Pumpkins poster, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. She's cool, James.
Yeah.
All right, you're cool too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, easy on the pot.
All right, dude.
You're gonna need your brain later. You may not be making much use of it now, but later on in life you'll miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will. All right, so take it easy.
All right, catch you later.
All right. This is the guy who's always working the register whenever I pull up anywhere. By the way, it's James. James is the guy who's working the register whatever store I go to.
1 potato.
Yeah.
2 potato.
Jeez, he's the guy when I pull up at the big warehouse lumber supply place, and he goes, what size is that sheet of plywood? And I go, they only make them one size. It's 4 foot across. It's 8 foot long. Yeah, but how thick is it? And I go, 1/2 inch. And he goes, let me measure that. No, it's a little bit under 1/2 inch. It may be 7/16. And I go, they don't make 7/16. They only make 1/2 inch. They just milled it a little small. Let me check on that. Hold on. Bob, lumber. It's like, please, just take my money. Here, take it. Hey, but I saved $4. John, 13.
Hi. I want to say I love your show, and I've got sort of a problem. A couple weeks ago, me and my family went on vacation, and when we got back, I was unpacking, and when I got to my dad's stuff, I found some marijuana, and some ecstasy.
Mm-hmm.
How did you know it was ecstasy?
What?
How did you know it was ecstasy?
Well, I've done it before, so.
All right, you're hip. Yeah, wonder why he's done it so early.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys go?
We went,
Family member's house?
snowboarding.
Snowboarding. Well,
Skiing.
listen, anybody who's taking a kid snowboarding is high. You know, you got to smoke pot, or I don't think they give you a lift ticket, do they? You have to, exhale in the guy's face to get a voucher or something?
Probably, but.
All right, how old's your dad?
He's 38.
38. And he does the snowboarding too?
No. He
No.
just kind of sits around, but
Well.
I'm guessing he smokes while we're doing.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, this is there's an upside and a downside of Cool Pops taking you out snowboarding.
Not cool. I mean, I don't want to go that far.
Oh, he's not? All right. So he likes a little reefer. Now, where's Mom?
I don't know.
No, I don't mean right now.
Oh, right now?
No.
Oh, then
In-
she's probably with my sister.
In general, where's Mom?
She's usually with my sister and my little brother.
Okay, so, John? The ecstasy is a little troubling. Marijuana, no big deal. The guy's going on vacation. He doesn't have to work. Maybe wants to unwind a little bit.
I catch him I can smell it outside at night. I can smell him.
So you had known already that he smokes pot, is that right?
Well, not really. I haven't really known, but after I found it, I knew for definite. I just want to know if I should come out and.
Well, what are you doing trying ecstasy so young?
Well, it's just I live in a place in Fremont, and it's around, so it's all my friends do it, and it's I kind of got forced into it.
At 13?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What other
I'm
drugs are you doing?
What?
What other drugs are you doing?
Well, I've done a lot of stuff, but not a lot. I don't do it a lot. I've only done ecstasy once.
John, you need to understand that until at least 15, your brain is still developing very rapidly. And these chemicals can significantly disrupt your brain's health, especially at your age. It's just treacherous. and ecstasy and acid and pot and mushrooms and peyote. These are the drugs that can really disrupt things. Maybe amphetamine.
Yeah.
Crank rather. So I mean, this is serious stuff. Whether or not you have a burgeoning addiction here is really not even the issue at right
That
now.
means one coming on.
I mean, if Dad smokes
Oh,
a
you
lot
do?
of pot, you're at risk. Probably at least 50% risk. And given all of this experimentation, it's suspicious.
All right, but let's just wrap up here and say this, John. You leave your somewhat pristine brain alone. Give it a few years before you get out and experiment. Do not do irreparable damage to that fresh, clean, pink, moist brain of yours.
But it's like I'm getting the best grades I ever have right now.
Right now, John, but
Don't worry.
Yeah, believe me, this can affect you. You have chronic depression, so it can be a big mess.
All right. Now, as far as your dad goes, I wouldn't confront your dad on it. I don't know why you're unpacking his suitcase, and I don't know.
No, it's like I was taking all the stuff out of the car, and
Okay.
it like, kind of fell out of
Why don't you talk to Mom?
It might be worthwhile telling him that how it has affected your own
Say to
experimentation.
Mom, just say to Mom, listen, you don't have to be ashamed. You say to Mom, listen, I was opening, I was unpacking, something fell out, and it's a little bit disturbing to me. What's going on with that? What do you know about it?
I don't think my mom knows.
You don't know, she knows.
Well, I know my dad did a lot when he was like 15, 16, 17. Like
Right.
a lot, and I don't know if that's coming back or...
All right.
It never well.
Talk to your mom.
It never goes away.
If your mom doesn't know, she should know. And I bet she does know, John. So just bring it up to your mom, okay? And tell her to deal with Dad. I don't really think it's his job to confront Dad.
No.
I don't mind kids and
Although
parents communicating,
I
but
think
I don't know.
It might impact on the entire system if they find out that their liberalness with this drug and with their attitudes about it is impacting on this younger child.
That's right, because Drew is not going to tell his children about his carefree days in college when he was known in the dorm as the Peyote King.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yes. The Candy Man, they called Dr. Drew. They knew he was pre-med, and they knew he could get his hand on the prescription drugs, and he was the Candy Man. And that's really a lot of guys' work. He pushed his way through college. But, Drew, you'll never tell this to your children, will you?
No.
Okay.
Even if it were true.
You want to do a little role play?
No. I want to go to commercial.
All right.
All of my most sensitive areas were inflamed.
Really? LoveLine will be right back to deal with inflamed, sensitive areas.
Hi, this is French Stewart.
And Simbi Kali
from
Third Rock from the Sun.
And you were listening to LoveLine
with Adam Carolla
and Dr. Drew.
Yes, French and Simbi. Two of the most genuine nice people we've ever had on this show.
Yes.
I've never spoken to nicer people. Well, actually I have, but great people. Every time I see that show, I see them and I say, good people. And that's the way it should be. People should come on this show and be good.
Let's get to our good callers.
We've had good guests lately.
Yes.
You notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's copped a toot in here for a while.
Not in a while.
We're setting ourselves up for a fall.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Ken, 25.
Hello.
Hello.
I never thought I'd be calling LoveLine. I've been listening for a long time. I listened when Poor Man was there and Ricky Rackman and Adam Carolla and now Adam Carolla. And the only thing that hasn't changed is Dr. Drew.
That's right. He's the one constant.
Yeah.
I've been here too.
Ann's been here too.
Producer Ann is the other one constant.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
My question is for Dr.
I just hope you speak highly of me when the next LoveLine replacement host comes in here.
What's up, Ken?
Well, anyways, my question's for Dr. Drew. I'm really lost right now. My father recently passed away.
Mm-hmm.
he died on January 22nd from a pulmonary embolism. He was diagnosed with potentially having cancer in October of '96, and had several surgical procedures.
That's what sets him up for the embolism.
What's that?
Is that a vessel bursting?
No, it's a clot migrating usually from the legs. It
Right,
goes
yeah,
through
it
the
came
heart
from
and
the
gets hung
lower
up in the
left leg.
lungs and sort of blocks off the blood supply to a big chunk of the lungs.
Nothing blows?
No.
No.
There's no expansion of
no,
the artery?
No, there's nothing, no explosion.
I'm going to look into this.
Anyways, he had surgery on the 18th, and when they went in, they discovered that the tumor that they found near his colon was cancerous, and they removed it. They had to remove part of his colon and his spleen. I brought him home from the hospital on Christmas, and he was really fatigued, really tired, and they said that was from the surgery.
Sure.
While this was all occurring, he was having troubles with his heart. He would get an accelerated heart rate,
Right.
and then it would decrease.
Was he a drinker?
Huh?
Did he use a lot of alcohol? That's sort of typical of...
He did early on,
Yeah.
but I started working out somewhere around January '95.
Again, alcoholics get more colon cancer, more colon polyps, and when they get more heart rhythm disturbances when they're stressed.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they had him going all over the place, seeing heart specialists at
Yeah.
the UCI Medical Center
All right.
all over.
What is your question, Ken?
Well, he had an angiogram performed on January 7th.
Yeah.
On the 14th, he went back to the hospital complaining of fatigue and tired, and then on the 22nd, he had a pulmonary embolism. My mother spoke to my uncle, who is a neurosurgeon in Japan, and he had told her that there's precautionary measures that one takes when someone has a surgical procedure done. Like, I don't know, these medical socks to help reduce the risk of a pulmonary embolism, or
Right.
like a girdle or blood thinning medication.
Right, but not an angiogram, though. Not typically, not unless he was obese.
You want to know if you can sue, Ken?
No, it's not. No, because I mean, it's not money. It's my dad. I'd rather have
Ken,
my dad.
here is what you have to recognize. Colon cancer is a deadly form of cancer.
But see, the thing is they said they got it. and
That
was
doesn't
it.
matter. That doesn't matter. Colon cancer always comes back, virtually, and it's a miserable death, and it almost certainly would have been within a couple of years. And that's colon cancer. It's a wretched disease.
All right,
and some people die a little bit ahead of that because of pulmonary embolus or other complications, pneumonia, whatnot, related to the tumor. But if you have colon cancer that needs to be surgically removed, you have systemic disease. That's virtually 100%.
What's
and
that? I didn't hear that.
It will come back, and you will die of it. That's the way. That's the way.
So
colon
here's
cancer
what
is.
Drew is saying, Ken. Better almost that he goes quicker in a
Yes.
less painful way than a
Yes.
long, sustained, prolonged, painful death.
Yes.
So even though it's a sad situation, it
was-
may
it
have
was-
even been drawn out and
Well,
sadder.
It caught you off guard because they hadn't prepared you for his ultimate death by cancer, but and it's unfortunate that it people can't prepare for it. It's very, very painful, very difficult.
Drew, where do you stand on the euthanasia stuff? You know, this Kevorkian and everything.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's good.
It is good.
It is,
We
of course.
Basically,
It's what? It's what?
It's ridiculous.
Thank you.
But I'm not so sure that he is the greatest ombudsman of the whole
Well, this
issue.
is what happens when you drive it into the dark alleys
Yeah.
of society.
Yeah, and it's already basically done. I mean, doctors will give as much pain medication as somebody needs and sort of look the other way if they stop breathing.
Well, I don't know. I've heard tales about them being reluctant to give pain medication for people that are in lots of pain because of people, DEA and whatnot, getting involved with their business.
Some.
All right, listen. If a person wants to die with a little dignity, that is between them and their physician, for Christ's sake.
You have no idea how much the state and companies, insurance companies get involved in the relationship between the patient and the physician.
All
You
right,
have no idea.
And you have no idea how much Michigan is spent trying to prosecute Kevorkian, dragging him in and out of the courts time and time again, wasting taxpayer money. Again, something no one gives a damn about. You know what I'm saying?
No, they give a damn about it. They think he's right. And they're saying it over and over again.
Right. So it's like Kevorkian kills one old lady with Lou Gehrig's disease. And can chicks get Lou Gehrig's disease?
Sure.
That doesn't seem right. Yeah. Then we have to come up with a female athlete. All right, but anyway,
just call it amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. That's what it is.
The point is this: he offs somebody, and they drag him in court, and then the jury says, "No, he was right. Leave him alone." And so he kills someone else, and they drag him in court, and no, we agree again. Stop dragging him in court. People don't care. Your job is the court system is to protect us from stuff we care about.
But who's dragging him in? Not the courts.
Attorneys. Yes, the evil attorneys. Oh, please, people. Start prosecuting people we want you to prosecute, and not the people that are going to help you get reelected next year, you
Maybe we
pack
start
of
prosecuting.
a-holes.
Wait. I got a new cause for you. Maybe we'll start prosecuting the people that are dragging society down so
Yes,
severely.
yes, you ambulance chasers, please. Look, there's a need for attorneys, but just not so many of them. That's all I got to say. Oh, trying to make a vermin, making a buck off other people. That's all you people do. As a matter of fact, I don't trust anyone who just makes a buck off other people. I really don't. Agents, attorneys, please. That's all these people do. They don't generate any revenue for themselves. They just make money off a publicist. Oh, these publicists. The worst dregs of society. They drag from the swamp, these publicists. I'll tell you people ought to read some of these bios I read. You've never seen a bigger a tub full of crap in your entire life. It's just wall-to-wall crap. I don't know if I have a bio, but I want to look at it. I don't know if I have a publicist, but I want to talk to him. You've never seen bigger lies in your entire life. And we have someone on the TV show who said they went to Harvard. It turns out I was like, well, this beautiful Harvard graduate, a beautiful Harvard student, and it turns out they took like a night class or something. Please, everyone, stop lying. You're good enough how you are, or crappy enough how you are, but don't make yourself into something you're not. All right, I'm done with that. Thank you. We got to go to commercial. Producer Ann's mad because I've been bagging on the publicist. All right, Drew, sell the hell out of the next call.
I don't know which one it's going to be, so let's go to commercials.
All right.
Meanwhile, as the faceless evil closes in on the hapless, sleeping populace across town in a shanty one-bedroom, an old woman feeds her parakeet.
Come on, Chirpy, have some cheese. You love cheese. Since when are you afraid of cheese?
LoveLine will be right back.
Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. That's enough. All right. What the hell are we talking about, Drew?
I don't know.
All right. Here we go. Nick.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, you're 18.
Hey, I just want to say you guys have the most entertaining show on the radio.
Damn straight.
And I've got a little suggestion for you. You know how you guys wage all the time, right?
Yes.
And you said earlier tonight you can tell a lot by listening to someone's voice. And I was wondering, instead of listening to someone's little story first, there's just a set sentence that everyone will say before you wager, and then you make your little bet.
Just based on the voice, quality of the voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's very interesting. I don't know if we're quite that astute. And here's the situation, Nick.
Yeah.
And it's a very good point you bring up, and an interesting experiment for us to try here on LoveLine. You only can tell probably 1 in every 100 callers. It has to be very distinct.
Yeah.
It's usually, I noticed the two extremes. It's the 25-year-old girl who sounds like Little Bo Peep, or it is the guy who's sort of overly masculine and butching it up a little too much to compensate for something. But everyone else just sort of falls in between for me. So there wouldn't be much gambling.
No.
But I'll tell you, if we ever get another squeaky girl voice or a
point it
big
out.
butch guy voice, we'll stop right there and begin the gambling.
All right.
Okay. And I've got one more question.
All right, I'm guessing Nick was molested. That's you want to gamble?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
I know that alcohol does something to the baby and pregnant woman.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure that smoking weed does too. And I just wanted to double check what the effects of that are.
Well, we don't know about weed that much. There's concern that it might affect the sort of neurologic development of the child.
There's some joint thing.
Well, there is some evidence that you can get orthopedic problems. That
Aha.
you get extra fingers and this sort of stuff.
And
But
as I've
that's-
said many a time, what is wrong with a couple extra fingers?
But that is not necessarily the mother smoking during pregnancy. That has even been associated with men who smoked weeks or even months before they caused the pregnancy to occur.
But again, nothing substantial
Nothing
here.
substantial yet.
Okay. Nick.
Yeah.
You got a girlfriend?
I'm working on it right
All right. You on the weed?
now.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Okay. You having sex with her?
No, not yet.
All right. Wear a condom, would you?
Oh, definitely.
Use some protection.
Definitely.
Perfect.
All right?
All right.
All right, Nick.
All right.
All right. Well, nice to hear from guys like Nick.
What's that?
I don't know. Al?
Yeah.
Hey, you're 38.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, I was listening to you last night. You're talking about hairy backs and hairy butts.
Right.
I fall into that category, the hairy butt. Where'd you get the statistics on this anyway?
Well, I don't have any exact statistics, just the...
What did you say? What numbers did you give?
I don't know. I think 33% of men with hairy asses get blown 22% less of the time than 35% of men with hair who have back covering 87 or more percent of their body. Listen, Al, I didn't spit out any statistics.
You got much on your chest?
Yeah, I'm all right on the chest.
Not me. I just got it's like I always say, it's grass don't grow on a playground, just a few little weeds here and there.
And where do you, you have those disgusting nipple rings.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's really like, it's like those,
How'd you know that?
It's like those crop circles that guys do in England.
How'd you know that?
Not quite that bad.
When a guy doesn't...
A few little weeds.
Hold on now. When a guy doesn't have much chest hair, he'll have it in one place. It's around the nipple.
Yeah, true.
He didn't say anything about the rings, though.
And right in the cleavage area.
Well, the nipple's circular, and the hair grows around it.
Yeah, there's a cleavage area,
What, do you think I dated Al in
No, I
the
thought
70s?
you meant he had some kind of piercing also, and I was like, how did you figure that out? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
True. Well, your listening skills.
Yes.
Please. They can't...
That's what we all thought in here, too.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Nipple ring. The
All
nipple
right,
ring.
you're all
Rings
morons.
around the nipples.
All right. No, I knew where I was going. And so did Al.
You're the only one.
And I just also wanted to commend you guys on this like a unique show. You don't hear too much of this on any other station. And
No, you don't.
I'm glad you have such a wide variety of topics.
Who would dedicate a half hour to unsightly hair? Well, Al, let's talk about you and your body for a second.
Okay.
All right. Do you have hair on the back?
No.
No. How about on the backside?
Definitely.
Oh, really? Hey, brethren.
And just right up to about the belt line.
Right.
Like almost like a tail growing there.
Yeah. Chicks like it when you flash them a little of that hairy crack every once in a while. You a big man, Al?
Oh yeah. Not heavy, but
Yeah.
good size.
You're a lot of guy. You're all man.
200.
What do you do? Drive a truck or something?
No, I'm a postal worker.
Oh, really?
Letter carrier.
All right. How's that going?
Not too great all the time. At least I'm also a disabled vet, and they do discriminate with the post office.
How do you, well, wait a minute. How do you deliver mail if you're disabled?
Well, I've got a bad hip. I just had my hip replaced, and I've been out of work for the last year. I'm pretty close to going back to work. I got to go in on the 17th for another appointment with my doctor, and they should give me some idea when I go back to work or not.
All right. You on any pain medications?
No.
Nothing?
Nope.
No heroin or anything?
Nope.
Just watch a lot of bad TV?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
lot of it.
God bless you, Al.
All right, and you guys have a good one.
What'd you do? Did you serve over in Nam?
No, I was in from 80 to 84.
Right. You
And
shot up a few college kids in Grenada, and that was about it?
I was down there in El Toro.
Oh, okay.
And somebody cut me off when I was taking off home from base on my motorcycle.
All right. All right. A lot of disabled veterans, by the way, were drunk and got in a barroom fight, and that's how they're disabled. I hate to say it. But what we need is another war. You know what I mean? I mean, whenever you hear some guy going, I'm a veteran and I was disabled, okay, he stepped on a Claymore mine, or a grenade came into the foxhole and he dove on it to save the platoon. But Al was riding his bike home from base and got cut off. Listen, either way, The guy's got a bad hip, and he's not sitting around and complaining. He's out working. He's toting that mail. This mail toting is a no-win job, if you ask me. All you can do is screw up. And I'm not interested in any jobs where all you can do is screw up. Drew, I'm adding this to my list of jobs where all you can do is screw up.
Okay.
Let's see what they are. Furniture mover. Any moving. Any kind of moving at all. All you can do is F up. That's it. You could move... You could go to Taj Mahal, take out the entire contents of that, and move it over to Fort Myers, Texas. And if you broke one piece of stemware, it would be a complete disaster. What happened here? The mover guy dropped it. Oh, what an a-hole. Oh, what a disaster. Another job like this? Carpet laying. No one walks in and goes, wow, look at this carpet. It's taut. It's nice. It's tight. It's beautiful. No seams. Who did this? No, all they do is trip and go, what happened there? The goddamn carpet guy. Not interested in any jobs where all you can do is F up. Mail carrier, all you can do is screw up. Thank you, Drew. That's why we get paid the same. James, 23.
How you doing, guys?
Good.
Well, my problem is pretty much an age-old problem for most men. I have one heart, but I'm interested in two women.
Mm-hmm.
And right now...
That's why, I figured out why. True. We've often said, why do men have two testes? When they can function fine on one. Now I know why.
Why's that?
Well, so they can have one testy can pledge its allegiance to one woman and another can go another direction.
I see.
I'll bet if all guys just had one testy, I'd like to look into this. The guys who just have one testy, are they one woman men? Is that what that is? There's got to be something to this, Drew. All right, James, go ahead.
There has to be something to it, but one of the girls I am seeing, we've been dating for 3 years. The other one is an old friend of mine from high school. I haven't seen her in 5 years, and about 3 months ago I saw her, and it kind of reignited something that I never really knew I felt about her.
What do you want us to do for you?
I don't know.
Make your decision.
He feels guilty.
Yeah, Is one is a girlfriend?
Yeah, one is my girlfriend. We've been dating 3 years.
Well, it doesn't sound like that is appropriate to be in that kind of relationship if you're having the kinds of feelings you're having for somebody else,
well,
whoever it is.
You're cheating on her, right?
No, the thing is hard to explain. I feel the same about them both.
That's fine.
Listen, I feel the same way about the whole cast of Baywatch and Married with Children because I'm versatile. But the point is look, everyone feels that way about everybody. But you commit. That's all.
Yeah.
Or you don't commit and you go out and date everybody. You don't have to commit, by the way. I mean,
but you can't deceive. You can't lead somebody to believe they're the girl.
Right.
Monogamous.
There's nothing wrong with dating a few people and playing the field and sowing your wild oats and all that kind of stuff. But there is something wrong with telling somebody you're doing one thing and doing another.
Well, I'm not doing the other yet.
You're not.
But
but you're planning on it.
I suspect that one of the reasons it was so easy for you to develop these newfound amazing feelings for this person you've known for 15 years is that you're dissatisfied in the relationship you're in, and you'd start having feelings for a lot of different. You will start having different feelings for a lot of different people.
That's a bad sign when you're having feelings for a lot of different people when you're in a committed relationship. It means it's not going as well as it could. And don't think I haven't had ample opportunity to date multitudes of women simultaneously. Don't think that this temptation has not come up in my life.
I'll think.
I tried to set you up for a little something there, Drew, but really to no avail. Drew, by the way, Drew's jacket's on. The Volvo's started through a remote device that Drew has on his keychain, and he is all... Drew, when did you leave? When did you start leaving this show?
About 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'd say about...
No, I'm freezing. It's actually cold.
No, you're leaving.
No, and I'm leaving.
But you started leaving about half hour ago?
Probably.
All right. You have the cushiest gig in radio. Oh. Sits around and talks about stuff he knows about. Steve, 19. I have to pretend like I know about stuff I talk about.
Yeah.
Hey.
Guys. I like your show a lot. You guys are doing a great job. My problem, basically, is I'm dating a girl who's a virgin, and we kind of explore different, sexual things and stuff. Like I'd touch her, And sometimes, like, she's kind of, well, I kind of don't want that, but she has no problem touching me, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of, should I just kind of forget about touching her? Because I like touching, too.
She doesn't like you touching her.
Well, it's not that she doesn't like it, it's just she's kind of like, I don't think I'm ready for that kind of.
All right. I mean, you always keep trying, but if she's not ready, back off.
How old is she?
18?
Start with the massage.
Yeah, actually,
You ever work the massage angle?
yeah, actually, I do that like I do the full thing, you know, like
Yeah.
the legs.
Oh,
and
yes.
all that.
Yes, I've done many of those myself. I massaged my own leg once. Steve, start with the massage. And believe me, the massage is it really is a crossroads to America. You can go anywhere from a massage. You really can. Absolutely. Guys, listen to me. I'm telling you, there's one thing I know, it's the massage angle. You do that old trick I talk about where you start with you don't tell them to take their clothes off. Here's the deal about women. It's like that adage where you throw a frog in a boiling pot of water, it jumps right out. You turn the heat up slowly, and they don't know they're being cooked. Listen, man, I could have Ann tonight if I work this angle. You start with the massage. It's the over-the-clothes massage. It's that jacket massage. And you do it, but you fumble around on the collar. Find something to get caught up in. Oh, geez, I can't operate here. And just do it. Now, don't be impatient. Just do it for a while. And then you go, well, could you take the park off? I really can't operate. And, once you warm up, yeah, sure, take the jacket off. And you massage a little longer. And you find something else to get caught up in. The blouse or whatever. Geez, it's really hard to operate through that sweatshirt. So they take that off. Then the next obstacle is the bra. Again, you have to work it so that you're massaging and getting caught up in the bra, like a bad Jerry Lewis sketch or something, where you're actually getting fumbled up in the bra, and you get caught up in the bra for a little while, and eventually they'll unclasp the bra, and they'll just let me get at the back. And don't make any moves. Now's not the time for the move. You keep the massage going, and you keep it going, and they get into such a relaxed state, and then eventually the hand just slides around. And that's it. You start on the front, and then you're home. I guarantee this will work. I don't care who you're massaging. Eventually, they want the hand. If you massage somebody long enough, they get relaxed enough, the juices get flowing enough, they get horny enough, and you can slide the hand around and grab a little boob. Absolutely. Am I right, girls? But you got to take it slow, and you got to put your time in.
Right.
And if you move too quick, like if you give like 3 good scrunches on their neck and then immediately go for the bra, hey, slow down,
It's gotta
champ.
be a good massage.
Be sincere about the massage.
Exactly.
But eventually you'll get to your destination. All right, we're going to break.
The voices are trying to throw me off while I'm trying to concentrate on this.
Okay, you're safe.
Thank you. LoveLine will be right back.
Yes. What is that? The Vibes? Xylophone. Yes. Dig the xylophone. Well, who is that? That's Space. Who are they? They're our guests tomorrow night. They will be in here, and we'll be discussing that song and many other works of Space. I really dig this song. So we'll look forward to meeting them tomorrow, and we'll see you again tomorrow. And until then, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed herein are certainly opinions, that's for sure.
If you'd like a written transcript of today's program, you probably should have written it down yourself. And if you did, we'd like a copy.
LoveLine producer Ann Wilkins.
This broadcast was copyright 1997 Westwood One Entertainment. This music is MXPX on Tooth and Nail Records.
Sit, Obo. Obo, stop dragging your butt across the carpet.